And he goes on and just completely starts yelling at me and saying how I'm so disrespectful, that I need to listen to him, that if I don't give him blood, I'm going to be in the hospital even longer. Let me tell you, they're not allowed to say that. And just because I don't give blood does not mean I'm going to be in the hospital any longer. I have the right as a patient to refuse treatment if I want, which is what I did. So after I do that, I go straight up to the nurse's station and I say, I want to speak to somebody in charge. And they say, oh, he's actually not here right now, whatever. And I said, okay, then I want to fill out a patient complaint form. I do that. Moving on towards the weekend, I got switched to a different ward, I guess. I went over to like the ward where you're not like a harm to yourself. Basically over there, they're in there for anxiety. For maybe, I don't know, if work got a little too stressful. So I go over there, I fucking hate it. Everybody over there is speaking so poorly of everybody on the other side where I was at. I stayed there for one night just because I wanted to take a shower in my room, because on the other side we had to share showers and I didn't want to do that. So, okay, sorry if the stories don't line up. My memory card actually filled up, so I'm sorry if it looks a little different. The stories don't line up, whatever, I'm sorry. So anyways, I think I was saying something like, I don't know, the patient, how I was being treated. I don't know. We're just gonna start where I think I was, which is probably wrong, but whatever. So basically, I get back to the other side and I end up staying there the rest of my time. I end up making some really good friends, so shout out to like Marcus and all those people. I actually have, one second. Okay, back. So basically, this was like my notebook that they gave us. I ripped it off. Excuse me. I ripped it off. I had some pictures of my brothers up. But this is the notebook that they gave us, and I literally, all of these papers I would carry around with me all of the time. These were just contracts I signed, papers I was given. But what I was getting at is I actually had to spend my birthday in there. But I made some really, really great friends in there that I will appreciate the rest of my life. They taught me so many things, and they are part of the reason why I actually got out and am so much stronger than I was before when I got in there. So they actually made me this birthday card. They slipped it to me because I didn't want anybody to know it was my birthday. Just because I was the youngest person in there. I was turning 20 years old. I was with people that were 50, 60, 70 years old. But it says, happy birthday, you've made it 2 decades, only 364 days to the legal drinking age. We are all glad to have met you. And then it says Marcus, Dave, Batuin, Rocky, and Diane. And then they drew a picture of my dog because they knew I had a dog. This is... But yeah, they are... I don't talk to them outside of the hospital, but I will always be so grateful for them. So thank you, all of you guys, if you ever see this, for making me feel comfortable and taking me in and making sure I was okay. And I really hope that I helped you in some way as well. But anyways, getting back to the rest of my stay there, it was pretty scary actually. I was, I guess you could say, harassed. I don't know. I was called a lot of names by people in there that had a lot worse problems than I did. I was told this person was gonna kill me. They were gonna drag me across the floor. Yeah, so that was really scary. And I actually had gotten a call. I actually called my ex-boyfriend at the time. Just because I was talking to him while I was in there, because he was making me feel comfortable. He would come visit me. But I actually called him on my birthday, and it was around 9 o'clock at night. It's the last 30 minutes we could use the phone. And he answers, and I just hear like some sort of distress in his voice, and I say, hey, like, what's going on? And I hear his mom say, don't tell her, don't tell her. And I say, tell me, like, what's going on? So I start freaking out at this point. Basically what happened was he was in a motorcycle accident. He was riding his motorcycle, got hit by a car. Thankfully he was okay. Up and walked away. But that night was the second worst night that I had there, just because I was still trying to get better. I was still trying to get out of there. It was one of the, like, being in the hospital was one of the worst experiences I've ever gone through in my life. But to end this story time, I just want to say that if you are ever in a situation where you feel like you want to end your life or you want to hurt yourself in some way, shape, or form, please reach out to somebody. I am here, and there are so many other people that care about you and love you, and I don't ever want to see any of my friends or anybody that I care about go down the same path as I did. Yeah, I considered a mistake what I did, and yes, I have hurt myself and done stupid things, and I will make a whole video about that later on. But to end this video, I love you guys so much. Always stay positive and keep your head up.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me?